the start of the NBA regular season. I know everyone's just as excited as we are here on 2K Sports to get things underway. I'm Brian Anderson, courtside, along with Grant Hill and Tim Legler. Allie LaForce will be joining us in just a moment. Here's what Seattle has lined up on their schedule. On Friday, they'll be taking on Jalen Brunson and the New York Knicks. Then on Sunday, they'll take on Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks.
And that game against the Suns, it's a good checkpoint to see how they fare. It's the 5th contest on the year for them and a chance to evaluate where they stand.
And now the opening lineup for Seattle. Zach LaVine out there with Drew Holiday. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga, then it's Filipowski, and it's Nesmith in at the small forward position. And for Miami, they've got Bam Adebayo, Smith out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, the start of a fresh season. But we know the focus for both of these teams is to come out strong today.
Yeah, for the first handful of games, you just want to play hard and build some chemistry. Get more comfortable with your teammates while also learning their tendencies and preferences.
Now here's Adebayo. Pass to Powell. 6 to shoot. From the wing. The rebound by Filipowski. Seattle on offense. This, their first chance to take a look at the Heat this season.
Yeah, last season, they swept this team, though both were struggling throughout the year.
On the wing, LaVine, hounded by Wiggins. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And last season, the most efficient shooting season of Zach LaVine's career.
Yeah, B.A., 2.5% better in his free throw shooting. He would have had a 50, 40, 90 season on his hands, but his scoring is top tier.
No good on that one.
You know, Zach LaVine is so energetic out there on the floor. You gotta love a guy who consistently plays at a very high effort level like that.
He hits the second from the line. Now Powell. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Eric Spoelstra and I got a chance to catch up for a bit. He told me that they've got one of the league's best lockdown defenders in Drew Holiday, so it won't be easy for us tonight. Coach went on to say that against top-tier individual defender like Holiday, the most important thing is spreading the points around and having a diverse attack. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Now here's Wiggins. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Powell. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Here's Nesmith. Now here's Filipowski. Pass to LaVine. Shoots over Powell. Shot by LaVine, no good.
Well, he's certainly more than capable of hitting that shot, but somehow, even with no defense, he came away empty.
Smith, no good. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for Seattle. Outside Nesmith. Back to Holiday. The 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
With balance and good rhythm, Holiday serves as an effective catch-and-shoot player.
Down low. Here's Powell. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Now here's LaVine. Filipowski sets a screen. Fires the 3. And again, Seattle with a triple.
And with how well LaVine attacks the bucket, defensively, you almost have to give him space to shoot threes.
First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. The drive by Powell, and the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. Miami shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
First team foul. 1. Norman Powell.
And the free throw, no good. Well, Tim, one of the more freakish athletes in the league is Jonathan Kuminga.
Yeah, Brian, he is electric in transition. His skill level and IQ are still developing, but it's really hard to put a ceiling on his potential.
Seattle shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
One shot.
And the 2025 postseason showing how far the Heat have to go, Legs.
That was a 4-game sweep at the hands of the Cavs by a record combined margin of 122 points. Then again, over the regular season, Cleveland did win 27 more games, so the outcome wasn't entirely surprising.
Here's Holiday. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. There's Nesmith with a three. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Kuminga. A look now at the leaderboard to see which teams had the toughest defenses this past season.
And their gritty mentality when it came to defense was really infectious. They were the best last year at holding opposing teams to low-scoring totals.
And it's Powell with the ball for Miami. Trailing by 2. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kuminga pulls it in. Seattle has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Levine, that one's good. Levine's got 9.
Proving once again, Levine is not all dunks and threes.
For Miami, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. The layup misses. Seattle leading by 4. Nesmith passes to Filipowski. Holiday taking his time here. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. Miami has gone 0 for 2 from outside. From the arc. Seattle pulls it in. Filipowski's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Holiday. Outside Nesmith. Seattle move the ball around. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Smith against Holiday. Smith passes to Wiggins. And he parries his first look.
Yeah, getting it done inside. Wiggins knowing exactly when to assert himself in the paint.
And here's Levine. He's got 9. Pass to Filipowski. Over Adebayo. Powell pulls it in. Miami trailing. Left side Adebayo. It's deflected.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
It's tipped. Wiggins passes to Adebayo. And the defensive versatility of Bam Adebayo is special, Tim.
Yeah, B.A., he can guard 1 through 5, and his offensive game is also versatile. Think about how far he's come since he was drafted. He is a testament to work ethic.
First one falls, and no question, Bam Adebayo, one of the best all-around big men in the league.
Yeah, even as his efficiency has waned just a bit in recent years, he remains steady Eddie on a nightly basis. A two-way player who gives you a little of everything.
Matkovic, he's checked in for Seattle. He does not get the second one.
Well, Bam Adebayo is an accomplished veteran. He's a proven winner who loves to compete. He's made multiple finals appearances. and he has a gold medal in that trophy case.
Dominguez's shot is off. The Heat have gone 5 of 12 in this first quarter.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
And it results in the highest percentage look you're going to get.
And Seattle calls time here. The Heat making a change here. Hero's checked in. Williams is checked in for Seattle. Seattle has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Holiday passes to Nesmith. Here's Makovic. And that one's good.
And that's the right decision when you've got a smaller man on you.
Hero with it. Smith with a screen on Levine. Hero, the pass to Adebayo. Back to Hero. Now Powell. Here's the three. And it's Makovic with a rebound. Here we go, one-on-one. Nesmith with it. Hero picks him up, and Nesmith gets it to go. And now a three-point Seattle lead.
I like the decision to push it. He gives the D no time to recover.
Hero finds Adebayo. Powell right side. And that one good. Powell's got 10 points.
And the defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
And the details starting to trickle in. But for the whole story, let's go to Shams Charania, who's joining us remotely. Shams, what you got?
Hey, Brian. The news right now is about Seattle and the trade with the Portland Trailblazers. They bolstered their lineup by bringing in the savvy veteran, Drew Holiday. He's a hard-nosed, versatile defender who can play both guard spots, and he's a leader on and off the court, guys. Plus, you know he brings that championship pedigree.
Shams, thank you. Always some intriguing news breaking in the NBA.
Shooting two.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, one thing you got to love about Drew Holiday is he's a true two-way player in this league. He puts in a lot of work to make a big impact on both sides of the floor.
Looking at who's out there now for Miami. Ware's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Jaquez comes in for Wiggins. Fontecchio's checked in for Powell. Larson comes in for Smith. Holiday hits them both. Now Hero. Still no points. Pass to Larson. Now here's Ware. The three is up. The rebound by Nesmith.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Zach LaVine is becoming a more rugged defender. He said, it takes a toll. I've always been in great shape, but you have to be strong, too. The mental side of it, digging deep and figuring out how to get it done and how much you want it. Now, I like taking on those challenges. Brian, back to you.
Making the commitment. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Now here's Jaquez. Pass to Larson. Puts up a three. Knocks down the long K. And this game is tied up now.
But what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for. Here's
Levine. Here's Makovic. And here's Holiday. 5 to shoot. Second chance effort. And he lays it in. Holiday's got 7.
He's such a gritty player. Holiday fights for 2 there inside.
Hero, the pass to Jaquez. Miami moving it around. Where? Oh, Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. And we have to take another look at that block.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
Seattle making some changes. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Nesmith. Thomas comes in for Zach LaVine. And it's Dunn in for Holiday. To the paint. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
For Seattle, they've got 7 of 15 to find the net. Thompson left side. Ball stolen. Pass break Miami. Here's Larson, defended by Thompson. It's Jaquez on the wing. He buries it from 3. And now a 3-point Heat lead. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Heat.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far. Really
Lacks ball security.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Back to Hero. Pass to Ware. Over Williams. And it's Ware missing.
They're playing with a lot of energy tonight. We can see that in their dominance on the glass.
Here's Fontecchio. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Heat lead by 3. 1:35 left in the opening quarter. Pass to Matkovic. Thomas outside. The rebound by Ware. Miami leading by 3. Throws it up high and stolen by Williams. Hero against Thomas. Shoots over Hero. Thomas, that's good.
Oh, you gotta love the fight. Thomas going to work down low.
Heat shooting well so far at 48%. Now here's Hero. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Jaquez. 6 on the shot clock. Again, the Heat score.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now here's Dunn. 3-pointer. And that one's good. Matkovic. Matkovic has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Hero outside. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. The 3 is up. Drains the triple.
Well, after giving up that 3 on one end, Tyler Hero was hunting an answer.
Seattle trails by 3. Here's Thompson. Dunn outside. Back to Thompson. But if it goes, no good on the buzzer beater. It's been all about Norman Powell for Miami. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be right back. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on Miami so far?
Well, you have to look at the advantage they have in the turnover department. I mean, that's a huge advantage for them in this game.
Well, they're taking care of the ball on one end of the floor and then forcing mistakes on the other.
Here's Dunn, still without a bucket. And Seattle, looking at who they've got. They've got Jonathan Kuminga, Cam Thomas out there with Chris Dunn. Then it's Thompson, and it's Makovich in at the center position. Now here's Thomas. They trail by 3. Unloads from 13. Thompson. Rebound Miami. Fontecchio with the ball. Now Thompson defending. Outside Jaquez. Pass to Adebayo. Over Thomas. Adebayo, no good. Seattle trails by 3. One of the all-time great shooters, Tim. Klay Thompson has put on some legendary shooting displays.
Well, B.A., he has a picture-perfect shooting stroke. And when he gets it going, it's almost like he can't miss no matter what the defense does to stop it.
And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Miami Heat. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, not a whole lot of experience, but you watch Jaime Jaquez, Tim. He looks like a 10-year vet out there.
Yeah, B.A., part of that is because he's a 4-year college guy, and now he's plug and play. He's got great footwork, he's tough, and he has a high IQ for the game.
Free throw drops for Jaquez. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. And front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That's for certain. Shams, thank you for the report.
Yeah, and Jaquez Jr. has made a name for himself because of his effort level. He seems to play hard on every trip up the floor.
Now here's Powell. 5-point lead, biggest of the game. Seattle pulls it in. Filipowski's got his 5th rebound in this one.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. That's good from Smith.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
Heat leading by 6. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Powell in the post. Guarded by Trent. Powell, it's good.
Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Back to Dunn. Here's Kuminga. He takes it in, and he banks in the layup. Kuminga's got his first points of the game.
Wow, that is just a burst from Kuminga. He can get wherever he wants to in a hurry.
Pass to Adebayo. Shoots over Filipowski. Adebayo, no good. Seattle trails by 6. Trent outside. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
The Heat have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Pass to Adebayo. Now here's Powell. Cuts off the pass. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Thompson passes to Dunn. Tipped away. Smith with it. He's picked up by Filipowski. Here's Adebayo. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Wiggins, he's checked in for Miami. Seattle also changing it up. Nesmith, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Dunn. And here are the Heat now. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Miami moving it around. Adebayo, a screen on Holiday. 5 on the clock. Smith. And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul of the game.
Well, that bucket was set up by an excellent screen by Adebayo. He is the ultimate team guy.
Seattle trails by 6. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound in this one. The rebound by Filipowski. Filipowski's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Holiday. From deep three-point land. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Miami leading by 4. And here's Adebayo. Launches a 3. Seattle pulls it in. Kuminga's got 4 rebounds now. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for Seattle. Trent outside. Oh, he picked him clean. And pushing it up. Here's Miami. Ball's going up the court. It's stolen by Trent. And they're on the break. Holiday against Smith. Holiday passes to Filipowski. Over Adebayo. The shot by Filipowski, no good. The Heat have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And that's 2 awful trips in a row resulting in turnovers.
Seattle making a switch here. Levine's checked in. Seattle trails by 4. Plenty of space. And the jumper is on the mark. And that's 11 points for Zach LaVine.
You got to know LaVine is looking to shoot it whenever he can. I mean, his team depends on him scoring.
Jaquez with a screen on Holiday. Smith passes to Wiggins. Excellent D there from Kuminga. Seattle has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Smith against Holiday. Out to Kuminga. Clock at 6. Seattle needs to get off a shot here. Here's Levine for 3. Jaquez grabs the board.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Miami, no good that time either.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Seattle making some changes. Williams comes in for Filipowski. Matkovic comes in for Kuminga.
Substitution on the court.
Here's where. Oh, Williams with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Pass to Wiggins to snap the cold streak. Wiggins for the triple.
Well, Wiggins now showing you a little catch and shoot element to his game.
Grant, since he's coming to the league, what's jumped out to you about Hero's development?
Well, I've liked seeing his growth in running the pick and roll. He's not just
Vertical.
Well, just throw it up there anywhere, and Wiggins will go get it.
And Seattle calls time here. And becoming a real offensive engine, Tim. Tyler Hero, great on or off the ball?
Yeah, Brian, he can go deep into his bag, and he's showing an increased patience. That is reflected in his efficiency and his assist rate.
Fontecchio's checked in for Miami. Larson comes in for Smith. Filipowski, he's checked in for Seattle. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for Seattle. 4-point game. On the wing, Levine launches it. And Levine knocks down the three.
Well, after making one in the first quarter, he's now made two here in the second. Starting to get it going a little bit.
Pass to Larson. Fontecchio, left side. Hero with it. Just 5 to shoot. 4-3. Seattle pulls it in.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Hero against Holiday. There's a screen. Pass to Matkovic. Shoots over Wiggins. And it's Matkovic missing.
That's great shot selection, just poor execution. If you're going to take those mid-range shots, you've got to knock them down. Well, that's a good high percentage shot. He just couldn't convert.
Here's Levine. Battles for the finish. Zach Levine.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
Pass to Larson. Miami moving it around. Wiggins for 3. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Well, Wiggins always has had the potential to be a threat on any given night to put up a huge number. A consistent scorer who can raise his level of play.
Pulls up on the wing. The rebound by Ware.
Well, that's a shot he should make a majority of the time.
The Heat with the lead. Oh, big time finish by Wiggins.
And once Wiggins turns it on, he's tough to slow down. And right now, he is rolling.
Now Holiday. He has 7. Filipowski sets a screen. Here's Nesmith. Blocked! Here's Hero. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Well, if you give Hero a chance in the open floor, he loves to run. Great hustle that time, getting ahead of the break.
To stop the run. Excellent D there from Hero.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
And the shot's good by Wiggins.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Holiday against Hero. Now here's Holiday. The D's right on him. Excellent D there from Hero.
And their free throws have dropped off in this quarter. They're settling for too many jump shots right now.
Where? And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
And Seattle calls time here. Norman Powell, he's checked in for Wiggins. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Seattle. Dunn comes in for Drew Holiday. And there's a minute 45 left in the first half of this game. They set a pick. Will it go? And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Well, he is doing everything he can offensively in this quarter, but unfortunately, it's a team game, and he can't win this alone.
Seattle shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
One shot.
There are some big-time players in this league, but who do you think the most clutch players have been over the past decade, Legs?
When you look at these resumes, I think you go with the big three, LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant. But, of course, Giannis dropping 50 in a finals performance wasn't bad either.
And I'll throw in the Joker in there as well.
Love it.
Now here's Dunn. No made baskets yet. Pass to Matkovic. And that's his 4th bucket of the game in 7 attempts. 58 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Now Ware. Here's Fontecchio. Back to Ware. Now Powell. Here's Larson. Shot clock at 6. Pure from three-point range. Larson's got 8 points.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Well, this run has given them a bit of separation, but few leads in this league are safe.
Let's go with a 3. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Khalil Ware. Seattle shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw misses. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. And here are the Heat. They're on a 16-5 run. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Powell. Where the screen. Powell passes to Fontecchio. And again, it's Miami from deep.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want.
Oh, he got it! He nails it at the buzzer!
Just in time.
Whoa! The heave to beat the buzzer. Woo.
We always talk about closing quarters and halves, the importance of it. There you go.
And so it's the Miami Heat ending the quarter up 10. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here with Coach Spoelstra. Coach, where's your team getting its confidence and energy from in that first half?
Yeah, we're getting a lot of it off our defensive stops, and then once we got into a rhythm, then just started to, just make some tough ones, which sometimes happens when you see the ball go in.
Defense set the tone, though. Thanks, Coach.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the Miami Heat.
Their bench doesn't look like a bench at all. It looks like they have two starting units.
And that means no rest for the defense. They're out there huffing and puffing.
And we've got some trades being made around the league. Always a compelling story. 4 players involved to get this one across the front office desks. Fellas, who's the biggest impact player here?
In Holiday, they get a guy who can do a bit of everything. What I love is that even when he isn't putting up huge number, he's still an impact maker.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.